bass, turn up the drums. NLW 24/7 presents Bring Me Bassline. Tonight on this supercard, we will see the Mastodon Vader defend the NLW 24/7 Championship against the ace Hiroshi Tanahashi. Plus, we also have a special exhibition match for you, a match that took place a couple weeks ago, but now it will finally have a winner. Daniel Bryan goes one-on-one with the enforcer, Arn Anderson. Plus, the former 24/7 champion, Kenny Omega, takes on another former champion in the form of the Ring General, Walter. And to kick us off this evening, in this special match, we have Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, taking on the Prince, Finn Balor, in this matchup requested by John over on Patreon. Thank you, good sir, for this incredible opener we're about to witness. Cody Rhodes wanted this match. He saw that his mentor, Arn Anderson, was going to be competing here tonight, and he said, you know what? I want a piece of the action. And the man who accepted the challenge of the American Nightmare was none other than the Prince, Finn Balor. And Cody Rhodes. Wrestling is in his blood. And tonight, in the opener here at Bring Me Bassline, wants to have an impressive performance here against the Prince. Speaking of the Prince, Finn Balor is about to make his way into the arena. Finn Balor, who at our last NLW 24/7 Super Show SummerSlam got the pinfall win in that huge All-Star 10-man tag. But tonight, it is singles action for Finn Balor. And Balor, he's wrestled extensively on the other side of the world in Japan. Cody Rhodes likewise has made a name for himself over there as well, and now they're both here on NLW 24/7 opening Bring Me Bassline. And Cody takes the arm, but a kick from Balor. A shot and a chop to Cody Rhodes. And as always, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Leave a comment down below what you think of the show and the action. You can see Finn Balor going for the early win, but a kick out. And also, like that video, helps get the channel out there to more eyes on this incredible action that we're seeing. A backslide from Balor, but a kick out from Cody Rhodes, who hits an uppercut. And now rolling up Finn again, but another 2 count. Can't seem to get the Prince down, but maybe this will be it. Hangs him on the top rope with that front suplex, which may have knocked the wind out of Balor. And a snapmare takeover from Cody. And the kick to the spine, and well, we've seen him do this before. Figure 4 maybe, no. Kicked away by Finn Balor, who comes back at him with a sling blade. The sling blade slows down Cody, and a drop kick sends the American Nightmare out the ring. And Balor now on the apron, and a big time kick to Cody Rhodes. We'd like to thank everyone for joining the premiere of this event. There's more to come. But right now, Finn Balor wants to take out Cody Rhodes with a tope con hilo over the top. There's nothing quite like seeing NLW 24/7 live as Finn Balor risks it all to dive over the top rope. He competed in the first ever NLW 24/7 match, would you believe? The Horror Royal Rumble. We're coming up to the 1-year anniversary of this show. And at the moment, Vader is the champion, but you know what? Anyone can show up at any time, but Tanahashi be the one to take the title from him later tonight. You know that both of these men, with a win, would put them in good stead to challenge for that title, but a kick out after the kick from Finn Balor, and Cody definitely rocked by that kick. Could have broken his orbital bone. As Finn Balor again goes to the top rope, but there's Cody. And Cody now with a DDT, hanging up Finn Balor, and again into the headlock. And the experienced Edge, you know what, they're They're both pretty similar in terms of experience, but Finn Balor right now goes for the clothesline, but Cody comes back with a disaster kick right on the side of the head. And now Cody looking to gain some momentum on the top rope with a moonsault onto Finn. Hooks the outside leg, but a kick out from Balor. And Finn Balor kicking out at the last minute, but Cody Rhodes looking to put it away. Crossroads coming. No! Finn Balor with a Pele kick. Balor with a Pele kick to Cody's skull. But Cody with a sunset flip rolls through and a stop from Finn. The Prince trying to get some momentum back on his side. The guns are out. And now shotgun drawn. Woo, drop kick. No! Catches the boot. And Cody goes right into the figure four. And this is a wise strategy to wear down Finn Balor with the figure four, considering Balor's offense uses those kicks. Balor needs to get out of it, and he does. He does. He turns around the pressure, and now the pressure is on the legs of Cody Rhodes. But Cody releases the hold before any more damage could be done. And Finn Balor holding that knee. And now Cody, look at this! Absolutely incredible! Springboard cutter. But Finn Balor kicks out. Somehow Finn Balor was able to kick out of that. And what an incredible opener here at Bring Me Bassline. But a shot from Finn Balor, stopping Cody. But Cody comes back at him with a shot. And Finn Balor off the ropes with a shotgun drop kick. The missile. Connected. Finn Balor now. Coup de grace. Off the top. But nobody home. Rolls through. Now Cody. Crossroads coming. Turns it. No. Bloody Sunday. Dropping Cody Rhodes on the top of his head. And now Finn Balor. Finn Balor on the top rope with a coup de grace. And Finn Balor picks up the win here in our opening contest. And what an opening contest it was. These two men fighting tooth and nail. Thank you to John on Patreon. The action was incredible. Thank you for the match request. But it is Finn Balor who is coming out on top. Right there you see Balor dropped on the top rope. Cody came back at him with a disaster kick and a moonsault. That wasn't enough though. Finn Balor constantly getting out of the crossroads. And then that springboard cutter, I thought it was going to be it, but he went for crossroads one too many times and got hit with a bloody Sunday. And then eventually the coup de grace from the top rope. Well, you know what? An impressive showing for Finn Balor here tonight. Cody Rhodes still holding his stomach as the Prince reigns supreme. Again, a phenomenal opening contest. Want to send out a huge shout out to all the patrons listed in the description. You're getting to view this early on Patreon. As for the rest of you, I hope you're looking forward to our next contest. It is Daniel Bryan versus the Enforcer, On Anderson. On Anderson and Daniel Bryan actually had a match several weeks ago here on NLW 24/7. On that occasion, it was interrupted by Vince McMahon and Andre the Giant. But tonight, On Anderson and Daniel Bryan want a rematch that can go to a conclusive finish. And here it is. The last time they wrestled was at that live event. And of course it ended in a no contest, but tonight there must be a winner. And we would like to thank Cringe Guard over on Patreon for requesting this dream match between two men of very similar backgrounds, very similar wrestling styles. Old generation versus the new generation. I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. Daniel Bryan we saw compete at our last Supercard at SummerSlam with a win over Buddy Murphy. But tonight, he's stepping in that ring with the Enforcer for the second time. Holding up the 4, symbolising his former faction, the 4 Horsemen. And Arn Anderson looking to have more luck than his protege Cody Rhodes earlier tonight. Arn Anderson, he's all business, no flash or substance for this guy. And the matchup is underway. I'm going to start it off with a show of respect between both men, and that's the thing, they both respect each other a lot, folks. This isn't about grudges, this is about deciding who is the better man. They're both massively into their wrestling styles and their techniques, and you can see Daniel Bryan kipping up with a chop from Arn Anderson and a snapmare, and goes right into that headlock. And you've never seen someone take such an aggressive headlock and already trading holds and counter holds. It's Arn Anderson with a big punch, but a boot from Daniel Bryan. Bryan from behind, and there it is. The first of what I'm sure are going to be many German suplexes. Now the second. Going for the trifecta, but Arn Anderson turns around and a back suplex, dropping Daniel Bryan. And there's the veteran instinct to go right to the cover, but a kick out from Bryan. And you know what? Bryan wowed a lot of us at SummerSlam with a win over Buddy Murphy. However, tonight, going to have to approach this match a lot differently. After all, Arn Anderson, he's part of that old school style, wearing down the body part of that knee and the Boston Crab, but Daniel Bryan gets to the ropes. And Arn throws him to the corner, but Bryan leaps over, and there you see that knee. The damage has already been done by Arn Anderson, and what a lariat. The Enforcer, again, enforcing his law. Here tonight at Bring Me Bassline. And from the top rope, the superplex. And again, going in for the cover and a kick out. Arn Anderson makes very little mistakes. Very few mistakes, I should say. And that is why he's been so successful for so long, but went for the brainbuster. And Daniel Bryan with a tiger suplex in for the cover. The arms were hooked, but a kick out from Anderson. And Bryan back to his feet. Kicking. Arn Anderson with a good leg, but that other leg is still causing him issue. And a sunset flip. Rolls through though. And Daniel Bryan with a kick to the skull. But you can tell that the knee of Daniel Bryan is causing him problems. He's still holding it. But Bryan on the top rope with a headbutt. Air Aberdeen comes crashing down onto our... I'm speechless right there. Tongue-tied, I'm sure Arn Anderson's going to be after this move. Daniel Bryan looking for the psycho knee, but he's caught out into a powerbomb from the Enforcer, who picks him up and drops him with a brainbuster. With a kick out from Bryan, but Arn Anderson not letting up, hits an EDT. And again in for the cover, with a kick out from Bryan. And Arn Anderson, again now, hooking the leg this time, but a kick out, and Arn Anderson is getting frustrated. Arn Anderson is getting really frustrated here in the later stages of this match. He's going in for the kill, but Daniel Bryan rolls him up, missed a small package, no, a kick out from Arn. And a Northern Lights, no, roll through, sunset flip, but again, rolls through, go for a Boston Crab, but a monkey flip. And now the guillotine choke. Looking to choke out Arn Anderson here. But Arn rolls through and goes right after that knee. Arn Anderson goes right after that knee. The bad leg of Daniel Bryan, but kicks himself free. And now Bryan looking for the yes lock, but elbows his way free, does Arn. Misses the clothesline. And Daniel Bryan with a psycho knee. But he can't capitalise. He cannot capitalise because of the bad knee. It's causing him issue, but Arn Anderson knocked loopy there. Now both men on the apron. Arn Anderson trying to hold on desperately. But look at this! German suplex on the apron. Arn Anderson had to retire from pro wrestling because of a neck injury, and now Bryan is exploiting it. Trying to go for the yes lock. Desperately trying to fight it and lock it in, but an armbar. And Bryan kips up. Misses the line. Off the ropes. Spinebuster! No! Spinebuster this time. Countered into the yes lock. Bryan wrenching it in. And Arn Anderson has to tap out. Arn Anderson tapping out to the yes lock as Daniel Bryan picks up a huge victory here tonight. So Bryan now 2-0 at these NLW 24/7 Supercards. But my goodness, it was a great technical masterpiece from both men in this one. You see Daniel Bryan coming off the top, went for the Busaiku knee but got hit with the powerbomb and then a roll through. Arn Anderson, the story of this one, he was targeting the leg, but Daniel Bryan managed to fight some feeling back into the leg. This was how their last match finished, with a spinebuster by Arn, but this time Daniel Bryan countered it into a yes lock, and there is the sign of sportsmanship from both men. Cringe God, this was a great idea for a match. Thank you once again, as Daniel Bryan picks up the win over the Enforcer. Well, we're 2 matches down here tonight at Bring Me Bassline. There are more NLW 24/7 Supercards to come. Next week, we will reveal the next Supercard to take place, including a special tournament. Stay tuned for that. But coming up next, the action don't stop. 2 former NLW 24/7 champions gonna lock horns. 30-minute time limit. The cleaner Kenny Omega versus the ring general Walter. And folks, I have one question for you. Are you ready for this? Clarence Morris III is to thank for this match request. Kenny Omega going one-on-one with the ring general. And it was last month at SummerSlam where Kenny Omega defended the title successfully against Batista. But it was after that match where Vader came down to the ring to take the title from Omega. And the fact that Omega tried to get that title back from Vader irritated many, including this man. We saw them brawl 2 weeks ago, and tonight they go one-on-one in the middle of the ring. Walter says he should be the 24/7 champion right now. He says that Omega was merely picking up the scraps of the path of destruction that Walter has laid, and who can argue with that? I mean, I'll cast your minds back to the Cage of Death match where Walter lost the title. Even in that match, Walter was brutal. He was dominant. But can the same be said tonight when he goes one-on-one with Kenny Omega? The match begins, but Omega elbows his way free, went for the V-trigger, misses the lariat, and now a Snapdragon. Snapdragon suplex from Kenny Omega, and now drop kicks him out of the ring. And this is what Omega needs to do. He does not have the power on his side, but he does have the quickness. Comes over the top. Walter, my God! What a freaking chop in mid-air. Swatting Omega out of the air like a fly. And now Omega picked up and powerbombed into the ring post. Walter is unstoppable. And quite frankly, unbelievable. Just watch. Watch again the impact of this chop. You hear it. The impact echoing throughout the arena, and then the powerbomb into the ring post. A brutal series of moves, and this one may be over really quickly. Walter already going to the top rope with a big splash, but Omega moves. Omega moves out of the way of the contact. And now Omega! V-trigger! Omega! Looking for the one-winged angel! But Walter goes behind with a sleeper. The sleeper applied, and what a sleeper suplex, dropping Omega on top of his head. Walter's been involved in so many battles here on NLW 24/7. And this is just another one to add to that list. Chopping the chest. And you can see Omega's chest already going beet red from the punishment is taken. And grinding that boot and throwing Omega overhead with ease. He is a scary, scary individual. That's why he was champion for so long. And what a chop from the ring general. Again. Look at Walter. He wants more. And Walter going to powerbomb Omega out of existence. But Rana stops him. Misses the line. And now Omega comes back at him with a Kataro Crusher. And now Kenny Omega ducks the chop from Walter on the shoulders. And you can't escape. Omega catches him with the moonsault. And now a double underhook into... Oh my God! What a pile driver! Hooks the outside leg with a kick out from Walter. The pile driver. Extremely effective, but Walter somehow still kicks out. And Omega looking for it again. V-trigger! No! Big time chop from Walter stops Omega in his tracks. And the John Woo dropkick, turning Omega inside out. Omega stunned. And now another chop but blocked. And Omega on the shoulders, and there it is, Poison Spike Rana. Poison Spike Rana from Kenny Omega, who senses it may be his opportunity. Running the ropes. Look out! Tope con hello. Rise of the Terminator, flying over the top. And wiping out Walter. And Omega, he's put up with punishment and pain throughout this match. And showing you right there why he was one of the best 24/7 champions we've ever had. Other than the current champion, Vader, of course. And oh my goodness! V-trigger right to the face. I didn't even see that one coming. I know Walter didn't. And another V-trigger. Two consecutive V-triggers and one to the back of the skull. Did you see the force behind it? Omega flew across the ring with that one. And here comes the one-winged angel. No one kicks out of this. But a chop from Walter. And now the sleeper applied. Sleeper onto Kenny Omega. But Omega elbows his way free. Omega running at him. V-trigger, no! Caught into the powerbomb. And Walter! Good God, what a lariat! What a freaking lariat! And right into the sleeper. Great finding the legs. Omega is fading. And Omega is out. Omega is out. And Walter winning this grudge match. Well, both men, before the start of this match, were bickering about who was the better 24/7 champion. I still don't know, but tonight, Walter was the better man. Omega got destroyed. However, I'll give him credit. He came at Walter with everything he had. With topes, knees. That one to the back of the skull was particularly brutal. But Walter chopped his way out of a one-winged angel, hit a powerbomb, struck him with the lariat, and then locked in the sleeper. Omega passes out. The TKO goes to Walter. Clarence Morris III, thank you for this request. It was a brutal, hard-hitting match, and the Ring General is victorious. Well, what a great night it's already been. If you're watching live for the premiere, thank you for watching. If you're watching afterwards, thank you for watching as well. We are moments away from our main event here tonight at NLW 24/7, Bring Me Bassline. It is for the NLW 24/7 Championship. Hardcore rules, no DQ, Falls Count Anywhere. Hiroshi Tanahashi challenges the big man, the Mastodon, Vader. The ace of New Japan, and now could be the ace of NLW 24/7, Hiroshi Tanahashi, challenging for the title. And we first heard about this a few weeks ago when it was announced that Hiroshi Tanahashi would be making his first appearance in NLW 24/7 at this event. And it turns out it's going to be for the 24/7 title against Vader. But you know that Tanahashi is still feeling the effects of the guitar shot to the back of the skull, perpetrated by this man, the NLW 24/7 champion, Vader. Vader bombed his way to that championship at SummerSlam. On night 1 of that event, defeated Andre the Giant, and on night 2, powerbombed Kenny Omega through the stage to win that championship. Since then, very few men have dared try and take that title from him. He's an unstoppable monster. Who is going to be able to stop this guy? Maybe, just maybe, it could be Tanahashi, but we will have to wait and see. It is a big if, I'm not going to lie to you folks. But if anybody can do it, it's someone with a heart, someone with a passion, like Tanahashi, who's ducking and diving out of the way, but the dropkick had no effect on Walter. Goes back at him, misses the clothesline. And now Tanahashi, with some shots, remember, no DQ in this one. False count anywhere. Leapfrogs him, and the crossbody caught, but Vader throws him overhead with ease. And again, going to pick up Tanahashi and pound away on the skull and the German suplex from Vader. Vader throwing Tanahashi like a sack of potatoes. And dives at the corner, but Tanahashi, thank goodness, he moved out of the way. And the dropkick, this time, sending Vader over the top rope. Vader on the outside, Tanahashi with a crossbody, but the power of Vader catches him and throws him into the ring post. A big, beefy, powerful man is Vader. Tanahashi. I don't know if it's quite set in what he's got himself in for, but Tanahashi with the steel stairs, and look at the strength. Lifting the 300-pound frame of Vader for the suplex onto that steel stairs. And now Vader bringing in a table. Tanahashi with the steel chair in this hardcore match. Right off the skull. But again, it had no effect on this monster, who punches through the chair. This is the man who at SummerSlam beat Andre the Giant. Not many people can say that. And tonight, Tanahashi throwing everything he has at him. Kendo stick shots. And they're going to try and lift him for the German suplex, but he's just too heavy. And a short arm clothesline from Vader. And a dropping elbow. In for the cover, but a kick out from Tanahashi. I mean, you know, we can fantasy book until the cows come home about who can face Vader or who can beat Vader. Will it be Tanahashi? He tries to, and finally lifts him up with everything he had. And there's that rolling senton. And now placing the chair onto Vader. And another rolling senton. But a kick out from Vader. Maybe didn't have the strength to fully go all in with that cover. And now Tanahashi. Sling blade. No. Vader had it scouted. And Vader with a belly to belly through the table. It could be all over for Hiroshi Tanahashi. Vader now on the second rope. We know what's coming. Vader bomb, but a kick out. Tanahashi moves. And the Michinoku driver. That Falcon Arrow. Vader is dazed. He's not been fought like this in a long time. And high, fly, flow through the table, but a kick out from Vader. That crossbody. Standing high fly flow through the table. Vader kicks out, but Tanahashi not perturbed. He continues to bring the fight. All of Vader's body weight crashing through the table. Vader sent back in. Tanahashi on the top, and another high fly flow. Vader in trouble now. Tanahashi. High angle. Dragon suplex, but a kick out. Right on that steel chair. The back of Vader's skull. But Vader picking up Tanahashi with the gorilla press and dropping him down. Second time's the charm. And now Vader going to work on Tanahashi like a reporter in Kuwait. And look at this now. A roll through sunset flip, but a kick out from Vader. Misses the lariat. And now, oh my God, Tanahashi. What a sling blade. But he is not done. Another weapon being brought in. The ladder. But Vader drop kicking the ladder in the face of Tanahashi. And Vader setting up that ladder. What the hell is he thinking? Where the hell is he going? Oh my God! Vader with the moonsault to the outside, but no one home. Tanahashi using that steel chair to block it. And Tanahashi now with the assault with the steel chair. And Vader being placed on the announce table. Right in front of me here. Vader is dazed. Oh my God, I better get up. Tanahashi! Oh my God! High fly flow through the announce table. But Vader moved. Vader moved out of the way. And now that Vader bomb variant. The power bomb on the floor. And Vader retains the title. Holy hell, what a match. And what an ending. Tanahashi knew he would have to go balls to the wall to try and take that title from Vader, and that's exactly what he did. But my God, it was not an easy road for Tanahashi. He threw everything he had at Vader, but Vader kept coming back at him, putting him through tables. All sorts. This high fly flow, and then the sling blade. But right here, 300 pounds, moonsault into the outside, and then this. The high fly flow to the announce table, no one home, and then dropping all the body weight of Tanahashi on the floor. And Vader is still your NLW 24/7 champion. Well, Tanahashi may never be the same again after this encounter. It was a great effort. But the real champion here, the man who stands tall as the 24/7 champion, still is the mastodon, Vader.